Hey guys, and welcome to my channel Glen. My name's Glenn and I like to share with you what I learn in the world of cryptocurrency as I go through it. So I just wanted to touch on a few things that I'm keeping my eye on. As you guys know, I'm predominantly a Bitcoin holder, but there are a couple of projects here and there that I like to keep my eye on. So I'm actually going to go through those with you guys, what I'm keeping my eye on and what I'm following and what I'm sensing happening going forward. So let's get right into today's video. Okay, so before I show you what I'm looking at the moment, I just want to say a massive thank you again. As always, I know I always start my videos off like this, I apologise, but it has to be said. Thank you to everyone that has been commenting, liking, subscribing, joining, adding, all that good stuff. Thank you to everyone that has joined the channel. I really do appreciate it. And even though the amount of content that I've produced lately has gone down, the subscriber base has gone up, the likes are still going up, so thank you so much to all of you out there. I really do appreciate it. That doesn't mean I want you to stop though. Please keep hitting that subscribe button, smash the like button up if you like this video, and let's get right into today's topic. So, there's a few projects that I'm keeping my eye on at the moment, and I will show you these now. So if we head over to CoinGecko, I've actually saved a portfolio. It doesn't mean I hold all these coins, it's just that they're the ones I'm keeping my eye on. So it's quite a simple list. So at the top you can see that I've got Hex. Let me just zoom in a bit more for you. So this is my portfolio as it stands. You can see that I've got Hex, Crypto.com coin, which is CRO, Bitcoin, Energy Web Token, Ethereum, and TrustSwap. Now, I have to say actually that I don't actually hold any Ethereum or TrustSwap at the moment. I have no Ethereum at all, which is crazy really. Ethereum's probably going to go on the biggest run. And I have no TrustSwap either, which is crazy because I honestly feel that that could 5x at any point. I do have holdings of Hex, I do have holdings of Crypto.com, and obviously I have some holdings of Bitcoin. If you guys watch my live streams, you'll know exactly what I mean. So these are the main coins that I'm looking at. So what is going on at the moment? Obviously I mentioned the other day that Hex has had a bit of a dip in price because it had this huge run up, like a crazy huge run up. So this was to be expected. I said in the video that I did last about it, I think that Hex is probably going to drop and then that is the time to buy. So now these sort of levels, it sort of hit a bottom and now it's starting to bounce back up. So I would imagine it's going to bounce within this channel for a little while, and then we'll probably have another big run up towards big payday, which is now coming up I think today's the 10th, so we've got about 9 to 10 more days left. I think it's the 19th it happens. So that's going to be really exciting. So it's a really tough time to obviously recommend people to get into Hex. So I'm not making any recommendations. This is just my own opinion. I believe that it's a good time to buy now and just stake past the big payday. So if you stake past, say, the 19th or the 20th, you are then gonna get big rewards for staking very short term, even if the price drops. If you've received, I don't know, like 0.25 the amount of coins that you initially bought in the first place, then as long as it doesn't drop more than 25%, then you're okay. So it's a tough one at the moment, but I just got this gut feeling that based on today's prices, so where is it now? It's 0.008 cent. So today it's just under 1 cent, so it's 0.0087, so it's less than a cent. It's my belief that that will go past a cent. And if you double the amount that you're holding between now and whenever that day happens, happy days. You've got a 25% gain there, plus obviously a 100% gain on the amount of coins that you hold. So then altogether, you know, I can't work that math out, but let's say it's 125 return on investment. That's my opinion. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. That's just what I think. And I also think once this gets listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko properly where it should be, a lot of people are going to be like, whoa, hang on a minute, this coin's just jumped from 200 to in the top 10, which is where it should be at based on today's prices. So that's one of the coins that I'm looking at very closely. I've looked to actually increase my position in Hex. If you want to join Hex, head over to the link. There is a link in the description down below, and you can actually go over, deposit Ethereum, and you receive a Hex for the day. Also compare that with the prices on Uniswap to see what sort of price they are. I know some of you out there don't like using Uniswap, but you've got two methods there, and I believe now it's listed on BitExchange or something like that. Let's have a look. It got listed on an exchange and it just pumped like crazy. Might have been BitTorrent or I don't know, something. It was listed on a exchange. I can't remember which one though. But yeah, that's one that I'm keeping my eye on. Next one is CRO. Obviously, as you guys know, I've done videos about the crypto.com card, which I quite like. I'm still using. It still works. The contactless works. I can make purchases. I still have it in my wallet, wherever my wallet's decided to go for a walkabout. So I've always got my card on me, and whenever I deposit money to it, I pay for stuff and I get 2 or 3% back in CRO. So I'm accumulating more CRO every day without even realising it, without it costing me anything. So I'm actually getting CRO for free. So, but saying that, we have seen CRO go from about 18 to 19 cent per coin down to, it looks like it's going to dip into the 6 cent mark, which is a huge drop. I mean, you're talking, that's got to be a, what, 70% drop from where it was, because 50% would have been 9 cent, and if it goes down to 6, so you're looking at, I'd say 65-70% drop in price. So if you bought crypto.com at its peak versus now, then obviously you've lost quite a lot of money, and I'm in that. You know, I bought it. I remember when one of the guys in the Telegram group chat, his name is Stephen, joined Team Glen, the group chat, which is free on Telegram, no shilling, no scams. He was talking about it when it was 6 cent last time, and I was like, no, I'm not interested. And then obviously I realised how good it was, and yeah, I wish I'd bought him when he did. I ended up buying him when it was like 12 cents. So obviously my holdings of it have dramatically gone down. Bitcoin is sucking up all of the air in the room at the moment. It is just obliterating everything out there. There are tokens that are going up in price, but Bitcoin, every time I check it, it's at like 15k, 15 and a half, 16 almost. Then it will drop back down to 15.1, then it went down to 14.7, then it came back up. So it's back to the old days of really big volatile swings one way or the other. We haven't seen this for a little while on Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been quite steadily going up from the lows of obviously last year when it was $3,000. Worked all its way up to sort of 7, and then eventually went up to 14. And then obviously because of the pandemic, it all went right back down again. Now, apparently there's a cure being released that works 90% of the time to the world. So a lot of stocks, shares, markets, they're all just pumping in price at the moment. So I don't know if cryptocurrencies is going to hold back while that's all happening because people are going to take their money out. I don't know. Or is it going to just explode and go right through to 20k? That would be awesome to see. It really would. I'd love to Bitcoin to be at its all-time high. Remember, I bought my Bitcoin back at the price of about 9k, something like that. So wherever it goes to, I'm happy with, unless it goes to 0. Then we have Energy Web Token. I only hold a couple of those, so it's not huge money. Ethereum. I don't hold any Ethereum. During the last... I actually owned about 20 Ethereum at one point because of the whole boom cycle with the altcoins when it was that little alt season just recently, and also the like the Yearn Finance, the YFIs of the world, and all the rug pulls that were out there. Uniswap sort of sucked up a lot of the attention span of a lot of people in cryptocurrency. I actually lost a lot of Ethereum, I ain't gonna lie, and I've documented this. I got rug pulled at one point, lost sort of 4 or 5 Ethereum. There were tokens that I invested in and I cashed out, and it just almost sort of like gambling on a roulette table, just placing my money all over the place, even if I'd never heard of the project or I didn't know what it was, what it's doing. No Ethereum at the moment, but obviously I am buying weekly. Every single week I am buying Bitcoin. I may change that back to Ethereum, but I am buying more Bitcoin every week. Every week I buy, it's actually £75 worth a week, so that's what, £300 a month of Bitcoin. So I don't really care if the price goes up, down, left, right. I'm just continuously buying in. Now, will I change that to Ethereum at some point? I don't know. To me, obviously, accumulating Bitcoin is like the most important thing, you know, in my cryptocurrency journey at the moment. So that's what I'm doing. So I may regret that if Ethereum decides to do its 2.0 update and all of a sudden things start going crazy with that. I'll think, I should have bought Ethereum all that time back. But never mind. That's where I'm at the moment. And then lastly, the last coin that I'm looking at is TrustSwap. So TrustSwap went down to 18 cents a coin not that long ago. Now, I knew with TrustSwap, they have certain criteria where if you hold so many tokens, you qualify to be entered into sort of airdrops of new coins that are launched on the TrustSwap platform. So if you hold 10,000 TrustSwap, from what I understand, or swap tokens, then you'll qualify for all the airdrops that happen, which I think it seems to be more and more that's going on. Now it's at 27 cents. It was at 26 cents a little while ago. It's just gone up again. It went up to 28 and then it's dropped down to 27. But obviously to do 10,000, you're looking at probably $2,700, which in British pounds is probably about 2.2, something like that, 2,200. And that would give you enough to qualify. But they're doing this new one called Coin Token, which is being talked about on Ivan on Tech. Apparently one of the advisors is the guy from Alex Muskinski from Cellulus Network, and obviously Cellulus has just continuously gone up in price, ridiculous. That should be one that I had on my list actually, Cell Token. He's actually advising for it. I don't know what that means. There's a few guys that have left Microsoft to work on this project, so it seems quite promising. This coin it's just called Coin, and if you have 2,000 swap token. If you have 2,000 swap token, which currently, right now as of recording this video, is going to set you back, let's do 2,000 times 0.27, there you go. It comes to 540 quid. So if you put in 540, that's dollars as well, don't forget, in pounds, that's about 350, I would say, 350-ish. Pounds. If you put that into TrustSwap and you stake it, I don't think you get the full airdrop of when the coin is released, but you do qualify to enter in the pre-sale. So rather than waiting for the coin to hit the markets and then obviously the market determining what the price should be of that token, you can actually invest before then in the pre-sale. So that's quite a big thing. Now, we have seen in the past, though, I will say that coins get released at a certain price and they just go until there's obviously trading volume and exchanges and stuff like that. But then on the other hand, coins that have got sort of a good backing from the word get-go, like a lot of coins just randomly get added to Coinbase, and they're not listed anywhere else. They just get added to Coinbase just like that. So it depends what partnerships, I suppose, they've got. You know, it's hard to say. Is it a good time? I would say it's probably best to wait a couple of days once it actually goes on public sale, because a lot of people have lost out huge sums of money by doing that. Now, saying that, a lot of projects have dropped in price, even if it's 70%. But then over time, if they're good projects, they go back to where they started and then obviously surpass it. We've seen this time and time and time again with good projects. Not on all projects, but just good ones. And let's go back to Cellulus. Cellulus has started off, it just worked its way up, but there's certain projects. Hex is probably a good one actually. I know that had a massive drop off when that first got launched, but there was no pre-sale for that, so I suppose it's slightly different. Let's have a look at their all-time record. You can see there that there's like a bit of a hill. So let's go back from the day it started by 1 month. So let's go December 2020. Let's go. So you can see there that there was a big sell-off on the price of Hex, and then eventually it worked its way back to where it was, and now obviously it surpassed it. So that's a good example of not getting involved in really early on in a project. You can benefit by just waiting. So yeah, it's really hard to say. I can't honestly, hand on heart, say that is the best time to invest in. But if you want to get in on a pre-sale and you want to brag to all your friends that you only paid 5p for something that's worth now $5, then that's the time to do it. So yeah, that's something that I'm keeping my eye on. What about you guys? What are you guys keeping your eye on? What projects really excite you at the moment? I'd love to hear from you. Obviously you guys do tons and tons different research on different projects, more than I can ever keep an eye on. So I'd love to hear your feedback. Either comment down below. There is a link in the description if you want to sign up to Cellulus, Hex, and also CRO. If you decide to join up to the card, you can use my link and you will actually receive a bonus. Same with Hex. Cellulus, I don't think you receive a bonus, but it's worth clicking on those links. It helps me out, helps the channel out. I really do appreciate it. They are affiliate links, I will get something for it. But comment down below, and also find me over on Telegram, which is just Team BitGlen. Or you can send me a message on Twitter, which is just BitGlen, and also on a Facebook page group, again just called BitGlen. So really easy to find me across several different social media platforms. I'll let you pick your choice of weapon, but you can always contact me and let me know of any new projects that you guys are really excited by and why. So that's really it from me today, guys. I just thought I'd let you know what I'm keeping an eye on and what I'm doing on the market at the moment. I am just buying Bitcoin every week, little by little, and I just buy it through Coinbase. And someone said to me, why don't you then send that Coinbase amount to Cellulus? So that's something that I'm looking at doing at the moment, just so I can start earning small amounts of interest on that sort of Bitcoin. And because it's such a small amount, I don't care if worse comes to worse and Cellulus gets shut down or they get hacked and I lose all my Bitcoin, because I've just been buying small portions of it, about 75 quid a week. So that's really all I'm doing at the minute. I'm not doing anything else. Obviously Hex I staked way back when, sort of like 8 months ago or whatever it was, so that I've just ignored. But I suppose you could say that I've got a holding in that, so then I'm going to be biased in what I say about Hex. But I'm giving you guys all my honest views and all my honest advice, so I'd love to hear from you guys, any feedback. Don't forget to smash up that like button for me. It helps the algorithm with YouTube, trying to share my channel to new people. And also click subscribe if you are new to this channel, and you'll see more content like this from me going forward. We'd like to take a level-headed approach here at Team BitGlen. So that's really it, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.